we go. 5 minutes on this deal. It's like wow. King of Fighters. It's about 13 minutes of royal. There's what happens. Oh, interesting. It looks really good too. Really good too. They say, you know what, screw 3D, we're making this straight up 2D. But the most important topic is right here. Okay. Alright, so let's go back to joystick. Let's go back to Mayhem. Now some in Mario. Capcom. The Luigi. It's gonna, yeah, it's cool theaters. It's gonna feel. Thanks for the intro tag. The laptop is like I like how it's recording me, my face, the music that's going in the background, and I can see the duration big and bold in this goddamn system. This is a system that's freaking off the hook. It's actually worth the money. It's awesome. Now I just forgot to do something. I forgot to put my actual microphone. I wish I was good, man. I wish I was that good. What they're gonna show? Oh my god. Holy shit. Nah, I need to go for the oh, I'm gonna talk to Jonathan right now. Nice. Minus 2 years. Live on spot. So people are sitting down. here. No gift here. Keynote. Mind you, I forget things in a heartbeat, so I have pretty bad short-term memory. I got to repeat things to me over and over and over again, but that's why I play music over and over again. Not even lyrics. To play it about at least 10 times before I remember it. Nintendo is on now. Alright. Oh shit. There we go. The press conference will begin in a moment. Let's turn this on. Alright. I'm gonna give him my real deal. Actually, no. Let's go with it before. Alright. This actually turned on 9. Oh, snap, dude. Nintendo is on now. Alright. Oh yeah, it's late for that. Be on the inside. Stay tuned. Dragon Ball Z. This is the reason why I need a second screen so I can just get things out of the way. Get this flow on. Smash Brothers thing. Hardcore Nintendo. I hide it sometimes. Just moments that happen every 5 years. Alright. Okay, so what was that all about? Oh, we got it on. It's on now, like Donkey Kong. Nintendo's like, turn on the camera.
Good morning, everybody, and welcome to the Nintendo Network E3 2011. I'm Brian Corsetti, and I'm going to be with you throughout the show for in-depth coverage and behind-the-scenes glimpses of what you're not going to see anywhere else. But right now, I'd really like to go behind the scenes and catch up with Nintendo's Steve Portman. Hey, Cindy, how you doing?
Hey, Brian. How are you?
Good.
I am just
We have him in school.
Facebook page and also looking at our Twitter page. Mr. Iwata is live tweeting throughout E3. You know what? I'm just
Okay, just because Iwata has a Twitter, does it have to force me to get a Twitter account? God damn, come on now, really?
Well, Brian, you know better than that.
Seems like I need to get on that train.
I can tell you we're going to make a whole lot of news, and you can just keep in it.
What about the Nintendo 3DS?
That was our big news last year, and a lot of exciting developments, new games. And the other news is that overnight we launched the Nintendo eShop.
Oh, cool. So it's like an interactive place for everybody.
Absolutely.
For the Nintendo 3DS.
Absolutely. Place to browse and buy.
Tell me about Zelda.
25th anniversary of The Legend of Zelda. And we have something special planned.
Like what?
Well, you see?
Well, we're just going to wait and see. But I will tell you, you want to not miss the opening of the presentation.
Which is happening right now. Awesome. Thanks a lot. I really appreciate it. Take care. I'll see you guys. Thank you. Bye. Remember, everybody, you're going to get the most exclusive coverage right here on the Nintendo Network, which will resume seconds after the presentation ends. So now let's go back live to the Nintendo kickoff of E3 2011. Here we go.
This is why I need 2 screens, man. 2 screens.
Thanks for watching the Nintendo Network live broadcast 2011 presentation. But right now, we have a special program exclusive.
Exclusive? Alright. Exclusive. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. We got 2. I love it. 2 perspectives. One. Oh snap! He's back now. What the? Okay, we get Zelda's on. Zelda's on. Okay. Alright, here we go. This is why we're doing the whole full screen. Two point of views, right? 2 point of views. Oh snap, baby! Snap! 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 Oh! I did like that scene. Yeah, I got that far. I'll go back play Twilight Princess later. I would. I just gotta give me some time, you know. Ocarina of Time is mine. Almost blown up. That's the reason why I love it. Because Organic coming out like that. Well, Ocarina of Time. Wind Waker, the same thing, because he was just like, you can't beat me, man. I got 2 swords. And at least to see the king for the first time ever. Pretty awesome. And now you're gonna have HD crazy HD Zelda in the future? What? Get to that far from me, that's for sure. Guess I do have to get Ocarina of Time on the other side. It looks pretty good. You can do that. That's awesome. No, that's just a video part. Save. Water. I want to beat Ganon again like that. Oh, what? Now that's cool. I'm going for that. We're going to be flying around in the new game. Happy birthday, Zelda. 5 years old. Freaking game. Not thing we're talking about. It's pretty cool. Oh, the whole screen is now being taken.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the creator of The Legend of Zelda, Shigeru Miyamoto.
Oh, here we go. Shiggy's on. Shiggy's on.
Hello everyone and welcome. Zelda. It sure does bring back memories. Okay. I'd like to ask Mr. Bill Clinton to President of America. Ready?
Alright. I'm missing that.
Okay.
This is why I need two screens, you know? Two screens. I gotta go do this. One side, it's one there, it's recorded.
This
I
year,
can just do
25th anniversary of Legend of Zelda. Since we first released this game back in the 8-bit NES days, the gameplay and the visuals have constantly evolved with each new hardware system. And so has the music. Now the song that you heard at the end of it was performed by the orchestra today. It's a theme song for The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword. I'm used to hearing it at work every day now, but to hear it performed by an orchestra like this, in a hall like this, is exhilarating. Now music is an indispensable piece of The Legend of Zelda. The feelings you get when you solve a puzzle or open a treasure chest or are helped by a fairy are in part created by the music that you hear at each of those moments. And of course, Link has often used a musical instrument as an important item in each of his quests. But since we have a full orchestra here today, very talented, I think we should ask them to play some of these songs live for us. What do you think? Okay. Let's start simple with the chime for solving a puzzle. That feels nice. Next, how about opening a treasure chest? Getting an item. That was a little short. Let's try something a little bit longer. How about the melody from a fairy's fairies? Isn't that nice? Maybe we should do getting an item one last time. This one, the full orchestra. Getting an item. Oh. I didn't get it. There we go.
Yeah!
Very nice. Very nice. That feels great. Thank you very much. Did you know all these songs? I have to thank all of you for remembering these simple 8-bit Zelda tunes in this age of high-end game machines. So, for the 25th anniversary, we have prepared a Zelda game for each of our hardware systems. First off, although the Nintendo eShop launched only yesterday for Nintendo 3DS, starting today, Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening will be available as the first title in the Game Boy Color Virtual Console lineup. So you'll be able to download it today, and it should be available around 5 days. Now this is a game that we created, perhaps with the most unbridled creativity of any game in the series. And I think it's great for people who are playing Zelda for the first time because one, they can learn the basics of the gameplay. And then starting next weekend. Next weekend. The Legend of Zelda 3D will launch for Nintendo 3DS around the world. So now that it's on Nintendo 3DS, the frame rate has been improved, the graphics have been revamped, and it feels great. There's a new sense of realism when you're riding your horse through the sweeping scenery of Hyrule. For those of you who are playing it for the first time, we've included hint movies to help you along the way if you need it. And for those of you who don't play the game in the past, we have included the mirrored Legend of Zelda Master Quest. And we've also added a boss challenge. Next up, we have coming in September, on Nintendo DSi, 4-player cooperative Legend of Zelda Four Swords. We're going to make available to all of you as a free download.
Really? Whoa!
So because this is a 4-player Zelda game, we hope you will gather all of your friends together. And then finally, we will be launching the Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword. This will be out worldwide this holiday season for Wii. It's finally done. The game is going to use Wii motion devices to swing your sword, and it's also going to help make easy items like the bow and arrow simpler. And so, in honor of this, we're going to create a special gold Wii remote that will also be available as a promotion when we launch the game.
Oh no, they're not gonna do that to me, man.
Now, I'm playing Skyward Sword at work every day.
I have to get there.
I'm the one that's fighting all of those battles.
I have to get there.
Perhaps you've noticed that I feel like my heart has gotten stronger.
Alright, I'm gonna go on here.
Now, from a volume standpoint, the game is packed full of content, and I think that we're going to be able to deliver to you the most satisfying experience of any game in the series.
Dude, I'm like recording this.
Games, they have many elements that I think you need to play yourself to truly understand. So I hope you'll all play both The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time 3D and Skyward Sword on the show floor this week. Please play it. Now, we also have an orchestra here today. So, in honor of the 25th anniversary, we'd like to announce that we're going to be holding the Legend of Zelda 25th Anniversary Symphony concerts in each region around the world.
Oh, nice.
So, let's give a big round of applause for our orchestra today, who's done a fantastic job. So we'll be holding these concerts in each region. They'll be happening in the fall, and you can look forward to more announcements from Japan, the US, and Europe about the specific dates. Additionally, we're preparing 2 music CDs. The first is the Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time 3D official soundtrack.
Well, I got that.
This is going to be made available as a gift to those who are among the first to register the game from Nintendo. The other CD
Doing that again.
is going to be based on the Legend of Zelda 25th Anniversary Symphony concerts, and will be used in conjunction with the release of Skyward Sword. So you can look forward to that as well. We're also planning a number of other events and activities to celebrate the 25th anniversary beyond these, so you can look forward to more announcements later this year. So for the last 25 years, the Legend of Zelda series has been supported by an incredibly large development team. Just internally within Nintendo, over 200 people have worked directly on the series. And I have been truly honored to be able to work with such talented people. And we have several of them here today, so I'd like to invite them on stage as well. First is Takashi Tezuka. I've worked with Takashi Tezuka on the Super Mario and Zelda series. Next is Yoshiaki Koizumi, who I worked with on Super Mario 64, Ocarina of Time, and more recently on the Super Mario Galaxy series. And I think perhaps you all know Eiji Aonuma, who is the producer of the Legend of Zelda series. But what's most important in all of this are all of the fans who played the Legend of Zelda over the years. So all of you who have been playing and supporting the series, we would like to thank to end this section of our presentation. Thank you very much.
Oh man, you welcome, man. I love you guys.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Nintendo's global president, Satoru Iwata.
Wow, that was loud. As hell, how was that? That's loud.
Good morning.
Good morning.
We launched Nintendo DS and Wii over the last several years. We stated a goal of expanding the game population. And today, we have seen changes in who plays, where we play, and most importantly, how we play. The boundary that once divided players by age group or personality, or even by gender, are starting to be erased. But mental boundaries still exist in how game systems are defined. Some hardware is seen as appropriate for only the most active, passionate players. Others, like we, they say, seem to attract a large number of more casual gamers. As an industry, what we haven't achieved yet is a game platform that is equally satisfying for all players. Yet, this
Holy shit, they're gonna say it!
tend to create with our new home platform. How might that happen? I will suggest two words. Deeper and wider. The new platform will provide deeper game experience than what even the most passionate gamer has realized before. And it will offer wider to gamers, wider even than for me. And as you will begin to understand this feeling,
It's on, man. I have it on.
let everyone see games in a different way.
The president's talking.
We are going to need the full details for a little later this morning. But I wanted you to understand that for Nintendo, the goal of innovation is to serve every player, even though each brings video games and individual appetite. a personal passion and a distinct gaming history. I believe our new platform represents a major step toward reaching our goal. However, our new home console is the product to look forward to next year. This year, there are more new experiences coming from Nintendo 3DS, and several of the franchises you know so well are moving into 3D.
Mario Kart! Star Fox! Awesome!
Do a barrel roll!
Yeah! They had to put it in there, man. Yo, that's like Mario 3, but with Mario... Oh, that Tanuki Mario! Kid Icarus. It's like Disney, man. It's like Disney to me.
Hello.
Yo! Luigi's Mansion is back!
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the President of Nintendo of America, Reggie Fils-Aimé.
Reggie's on!
Look, we hear you. You want what you've always wanted. But you also want something new. You want what you've always wanted. You want to play things and things to look like they always have. But you want the buzz of the new. You want comfortable and you want surprise. Contradiction. No problem. They come with the territory. But is it fair to ask, no problem, and is it even possible to deliver something for everyone? Well, as Mr. Iwata suggested with our new home console, this is exactly what we're also aiming for with Nintendo 3DS. And that's coming in several ways. Let me start with the things that matter most to gamers. Those new headline titles for Nintendo 3DS. As you just saw, we've got 5 key ones to show you this week. On the show floor, you'll see these games in full 3D. But here on stage, of course, we can only offer you 2D versions. So, let's get going. First off the line is Mario Kart. It's a game you've enjoyed for years, but now it's a tricked out version you haven't driven before. But now it's a tricked out version.
so? Huh. Oh, cool. You can actually have different wheels. Alright.
This entirely new Mario Kart races into the stores this holiday season. Mario Kart. In 1993, Nintendo created a video game that many said made them feel like they were flying in 3D. Now, Star Fox is back, and with Nintendo 3DS, this time the 3D is entirely real. And with Nintendo, when Fox jumps back into the cockpit, you've got a choice to make. You can use buttons for traditional control, or turn the hardware itself into the control unit.
Yeah.
That means
It looks good, man.
turning and tilting the system itself does exactly the same thing for your fighter. It turns and climbs and dives when you do. And there's something fun coming to group play, too. Yes, the faces and voices of your fellow pilots are still there, but this time they're real. The Nintendo 3DS cameras record every reaction, whether they're on your tail or you're on theirs. Record every reaction, whether they're on your tail, celebrating their kills, or going down in flames. It'll all be there for you to watch. Celebrating their kills, soaring and banking in real 3D arrives in U.S. stores this September. Soaring and banking in real 3D arrives in U.S. stores this September. Next. If it's true that software sells hardware, then it's also true that no franchise has sold more systems than Mario. Then it's also true. So get ready. He's coming to Nintendo 3DS. Then Mario. It's true that tens of millions ran Mario through 3D environments on Nintendo DS. But this is the first 3D Mario adventure created from scratch for a portable system. And once you've played Super Mario 3D, I think you'll agree it incorporates quite a tale. Super Mario 3D
Quite a tale.
incorporates quite a tale.
Alright. We got Tanuki Mario back. That's cool. It doesn't flip me, that's a star.
So when do all players get a chance to play? Before the year is over. So when do all players get a chance? Last year at E3, a lot of you came away satisfied knowing at last that Kid Icarus was returning. A lot of you came away satisfied. This E3, Mr. Sakurai and Project Sora are happy to provide more details. Mr. Sakurai and Project
Sorry, I had other matters to attend to.
Wait, you two know each other?
No, nice.
Medusa certainly is ambitious.
Yo, Jennifer's looks really good now.
These are underworld troops. You said Medusa's been
Resurrected. Yes, though the goddess of darkness was defeated long ago. We obviously can't underestimate their powers.
Why? I got 2 screens! Alright, cool. See what I mean? See what I mean? Oh, nice. Okay, I would have missed that completely. I didn't even know. Wow, that's cool. Street Pass cards. AR cards.
Battling with it on both land and in the air is going to be great. But it gets better. This week on the short floor, we'll be scoring against several because you're going to discover 3-on-3 multiplayer action. And one more note. This kit is also use augmented reality powers to conduct battle. Otherwise, it comes to retail later this year. And finally, let's talk about that new game announcement. Make no mistake. The first brother of video games is back. And he's got his vacuum.
I am going to get Luigi's Mansion 2. Oh my gosh. He is back. Awesome. I'm sorry, I got to note that. Gotta put this in
Luigi's Mansion 2 is not a simple revision. It's an entirely new game, making extraordinary use of 3D, and featuring not just one, but several new mansions. When we first announced Nintendo 3DS a year ago, we said that a wide range of third-party developers were already hard at work on games. We said that a wide range of creators from around the world are already down. Now, it's time to show you more of their upcoming work creators around the world.
Sorry, 3D looks awesome.
fact, the library of games coming for Nintendo 3DS is unprecedented. In part, that's because a new world of content opened up overnight. Unprecedented. Downloading the enhanced internet browser and the Nintendo eShop will move you well beyond anything Nintendo's offered digitally before. You can search for game info and you'll find multiple videos and screenshots. This week's system update is also the key to unlocking 10 separate 3D game trailers. And game demos will also be available later this year for either downloadable or retail software. Add to this a virtual console service just for Nintendo 3DS. And that means classic portable games starting with Game Boy and Game Boy Color. It also means classic console titles, some dating even before the NES days. Games given new life with a 3D makeover. And to make sure you understand how quick and easy this process is, for a limited time, you'll receive a free 3D version of an old friend. 3D Classic Excitebike. You'll receive a free 3D version of an old friend. Excitebike is now 27 years old. It doesn't get much more retro than that, but it's still a blast. It's now 27 years old. But maybe the biggest download news for Nintendo 3DS concerns one of the biggest franchises in video game history. Pokemon. For the first time, Pokemon will spring to life, not only in 3D, but also in the real world. Owners of Pokemon Black and Pokemon White versions are familiar with the Pokedex, an item given to them in the game that registers and indexes over 150 new Pokemon items. With Nintendo 3DS, an enhanced Pokedex has arrived on the platform. When you first start Pokedex 3D, there will be 16 Pokemon registered. In order to complete your Pokedex, you'll need to collect the data for the remaining Pokemon via Spot Pass, receive them from friends, or by scanning special AR markers. You can search, sort, filter the data in multiple ways, making it the essential tool for fans. Each Pokemon also has a special Pokemon AR marker. And with it, the Pokemon image can be superimposed in real-world backdrops, whether that's your living room or the Grand Canyon. You can assemble the scene with several Pokemon together, save it to your SD card, and load it onto your PC to share with your friends. Pokedex 3D is available exclusively through the Nintendo eShop on the Nintendo 3DS. It's not in stores. And it couldn't be easier to get your hands on it. Just perform the simple system update. And you'll only need a couple of clicks to find your complimentary Pokedex. It's our gift to you. In all, Nintendo 3DS means social, it means connection, it redefines interaction, and it delivers it all in full 3D display. Of course, there is one more order of business left for us today. To make a proper introduction to a new gaming companion. You might remember how the Wii name began to make perfect sense once you started hearing it as Wii. It was clear how much fun we all had playing together, even with people who weren't gamers before. But in thinking about a new Nintendo system, we knew the prevailing thought would be this. Yes, the game will probably still be right for all of us. But could it also be a perfect fit just for you? And And the answer to that question is an emphatic absolutely. In fact, we're so convinced of it that we put that pronoun right in the name. So today, welcome to the world of Wii U.
Oh, it's called Wii U.
It's a system we will all enjoy together, but also one that's tailor-made for you. The other word associations are easy. Is it unique? Unifying? Maybe even utopian? The answer is also yes to all of this. And here's the reason why. This is the new controller for Wii U.
Oh, okay. All right.
It's different from anything you've played before. It's infinitely complex.
Yo, check this out. Yo, you watching it over there?
It can change the way you game personally, and it can change the way you interact with your family and friends. To begin explaining, let's take a little quick peek at Wii U in action.
Hey, it's time to watch some baseball. Okay.
Whoa, shit! Yeah! Oh my gosh! You know what it's for now? Wow! Oh my goodness! They're playing Go! Interesting. Yo, is this interesting, dude? Ninja stars. Yo, this is like super futuristic. Wow.
this video may have answered some questions, but it probably raise several others too. So please let me provide a little more explanation. Up until now, home console games have to occupy the TV screen in order to be played. But the new controller for Wii U
Today I'm Sony Xperia Play smartphone to battle with myself, Shaw. Easy. Controller accurately see the battery shooting. Now I'm striving for improvement. Do you feel that move down? I can't feel it either. It's so good.
The smartphone experience gameplay from Sony Ericsson.
When you play with this, there is no need to use this. But this device is designed to appeal to all people, particularly an experienced and dedicated player. Windy, you will love the variety of play controls enabled by the new controller. It includes two analog circle pads, a plus control pad, as well as the L and ZR buttons, and the additional L and R buttons. The Wii U controller also includes a touchscreen, microphone, speakers, and accelerometers, a gyroscope, and an inward-facing camera. Just as with Nintendo 3DS, Wii U was created so that the widest variety of games can be supported. That means those aimed at experienced players who can handle a number of buttons and circle paths using both their hands. And those games, which can be played really intuitively without the need for any button or stylus input. However, please understand that it was not designed to be a portable video game machine, even though it shares some characteristics. The images displayed on the new controller are generated only by Wii U. They are wirelessly transmitted without latency issues. You can play in a number of ways. Connect with an HD TV in the traditional way, and you can enjoy the most up-to-date, high-quality HD images, even without using the screen in your hand. Or you can place the new controller by itself on a table and play without the need a TV at all. Or games can be structured to use two screens at the same time. The example you saw on the video earlier, such as playing baseball, golf, using the new zapper, are only a few of the possibilities. We decided on this new structure for Wii U because we want to create a strong bond between games, your TV, and the internet. And also similar one between you, your friends, and your family, all interacting in the same room. This can include web browsing, using the big screen for sharing the photos or videos you found online, or enjoying video chat on the Wii U controller, even while watching a TV program. It's a new structure for home entertainment. But to be sure, the most important factor for gamers is how this new structure can be incorporated into gameplay. So let's hear first from the developer who has given the most thought so far to new possibilities. Mr. Neil.
We can make
games that you play only in the palm of your hands, even when something else is on TV. And we can also make entertainment that uses both the TV and the smaller screen. It's up to the designers to decide how to use this based on what is best for the games they're making. The hardware itself has the capability, so the games can be designed both ways.
More than anything,
I'm really looking forward to new styles of play in ways we haven't thought of yet. I think this has a lot of possibilities. And there are so many, we're just trying to decide where to begin. I think there won't be a shortage of ideas. I think as the third-party developers are also thinking of all of their own new ideas, then our vision for the future of the Wii U console will include numerous ways to play.
Please look for the Arts interview in text format at e3.nintendo.com. As Mr. Miyamoto indicated, we are facing an unusual situation. And as a developer myself, I also feel this. New ideas are popping up one after another. And we are not alone. A few months ago, I explained the concept of Wii U to Mr. Sakurai, who was developing Kid Icarus. We were discussing which platform his next game should be developed for Nintendo 3DS or Wii U. What Mr. Sakurai suggested then was a specific idea to make Smash Brothers for both Nintendo 3DS and Wii U.
Oh, yes! Yes! Orgasm!
Together!
Orgasm!
Well, since his team is still involved in the final work in the...
Yo, post that!
For the Kid Icarus,
Post that!
I isn't going to detail today. But I think I have just promised you that Smash Brothers will be developed for Nintendo 3DS and for Wii U, and that the software will work together in some fashion. Of course, this is a product for the future. But here in LA, there is Wii U software to play this game. Let me call Reggie back to the stage and ask him to explain. Thank you, Mr. Iwata.
Oh my god.
Stating that Wii U will change the games is a pretty
I just jizzed in my pants.
So this week, we're providing tangible proof. In the convention center, you're going to find 8 different interactive experiences. Now, please note, those from Nintendo are not prototypes of actual games. They're just interactive demonstrations. Let me show you just an early example of what the system can do.
Oh my god, dude. Oh, snappy snap. The stream doesn't give it justice, man. The stream doesn't give it justice. I see more detail, but it's artifacted. Oh my god, this is sweet. Finally, real water and fish. That's koi!
Let me highlight a couple of more experiences.
And to do that, I'm going to focus on how the new controller can change things. The first is simple. Something that looks a lot like New Super Mario Bros. Wii, but in this conceptual state, it's being called New Super Mario Bros. Mii. That's right. Your Mii plays right alongside Mario. Yes! Watch the action on either of the screens. Second, the new controller can now take the game world off the TV and spread it all around you, letting you peer into it from any angle. This one is called shield pose. And if you don't move the new controller back and forth, up and down, pirate arrows are going to come from you from all directions and find their mark. Third, a new form of multiplayer. Chase Me is set in a familiar-looking Nintendo world. But that world looks very different depending whether you're holding a Wii remote or the new controller. If you've got the new controller, you've got a bird's eye view of the four folks trying to catch you. And that definitely improves your odds. On the show floor, make sure to try both perspectives. Finally, we apply that same idea to create a different kind of shooter. Two galactic fighters on the ground are shooting up at a spaceship. And up there, the pilot is looking down, blasting away from his viewpoint. I'll warn you in advance. It's not easy, but man, it's a lot of fun. Now, to repeat, what I've just described are prototypes, not actual games. But I can announce one title that is in development for Wii U. Nintendo will publish the Lego City Stories in partnership with TT Games, a Warner Brothers Entertainment company. This will be a new installment in the Lego series that sold over 60 million copies in North America and Europe. More than half of those have sold on Nintendo platforms. So it only seems fitting that Lego City Stories, a new open world game packed with action, humor, and a whole city full of Lego vehicles is coming exclusively to both Wii U and Nintendo 3DS. In fact, developers from around the world see the vast promise of Wii U. But you don't have to take my word for it. Here's a sample of what they're saying.
Once we saw the new console together with the new controller, my mind immediately started racing to what we could do with this in those fields. I was total shock and amazement from the team. I call it the Swiss Army knife controller because absolutely everyone wants.
This new controller really revolutionizes the traditional connectivity, advanced graphic, and engaging interface.
The native had asymmetrical gameplay, so one player can do one thing, one other player can do something else on the TV.
友達の対戦やってる阻害せず、隣の友達が別の画面を持って楽しむことができるし。
Full console experience. I can stream. My wife would be asleep, and I put in headphones and play a full hardcore console gaming experience in bed on this smaller screen. That's a really revolutionary thing for me as a gamer. But it also means we can make games of this.
He says it. Oh man!
Piece of technology. It's a platform I think that's going to really revolutionize what's happening in console. We're planning on putting Darksiders 2 on the new console at launch.
Yo! Yes! 実は据え置きでは初となる件になります。
Batman Arkham City. It's gonna be on the new console.
Yes! Oh my god! It's over!
And I will just recommend and will leverage the fantastic connectivity of the new controller.
they really know how to keep us developers on our toes. It seems like Nintendo sort of heard the voices of the hardcore gamer. We couldn't be more excited to be able to bring the power of EA Sports to Nintendo's new console. It's not just more of the same. It really is opening up a whole new world of gameplay.
This is exactly what it takes to shape the future.
It is futuristic, dude. It's futuristic. Did I tell you they're gonna port all the games on it? Oh my god. Live stream, don't fuck up on me. Don't fuck up on me. Nice! Yes, you can draw now. Oh man, that's cool. Alright. No logos. Badass. Ninja Gaiden 3, man! Yeah! Ninja Gaiden is back! It's back on the Nintendo console!
This week is just the first pass. We've got a lot to look forward to when they arrive in final form. I'm very happy that so many developers already are responding to the potential for creating a new structure for home video game system, the one we were proposing with Wii U. It can satisfy all tastes with deeper gameplay action and wider view. To lend one final perspective, we have invited Electronic Arts, the most successful independent publisher in industry history, to join us on stage. Please join me in welcoming the CEO of EA, Mr. John Ricatello.
Thank you, Awada-san, and thank you, Reggie.
Over the years,
I've made E3 appearances with several console partners, but never before with Nintendo.
What brings
us together today is a breakthrough in our relationship based on a stunning breakthrough in game technology. What Nintendo's new console delivers speaks directly to the players of EA Sports and EA Games. Nintendo's new console will produce brilliant high-definition graphics and new gameplay opportunities.
We look
forward to seeing...
Yo, Madden is gonna change the game on that system, dude. Like no other.
Playing football with an innovative new controller that takes all that data, all of that play calling off the big screen, leaving you with a sharper, more personal, more immersive HD experience. Imagine a shooter like Battlefield with jaw-dropping graphics and smooth character animations in the Frostbite engine, brought to you on a Nintendo system, that breakthrough controller. Now imagine those games with an open online functionality that allows you to download new content, find matches, compete on leaderboards, and participate in a global community. And finally, imagine these EA games on a console with content, gameplay, and community that can be extended to mobile, social networks, as well as the web. Over the past months, we've been telling our employees and consumers that EA is undergoing a transformation. We're changing games from the thing that you buy to a place that you go. Nintendo's next console is truly transformational as well. A better platform than we've ever been offered by Nintendo. Deeper online capability, and all of it driven by an unprecedented partnership between Nintendo and Electronic Arts. Thank you. We can't wait to see EA games on this new system.
Yo, N64, man. This reminds me of N64.
Thank you, John.
This is 10 times better, though.
I want to conclude this morning by asking you to consider four platforms. Nintendo DS, Wii, Nintendo 3DS, and Wii U. Think about what they represent together. Each of these platforms is unique, but they share a common pedigree. It's called innovation. The two screens and touchscreen of Nintendo DS changed gaming. The motion control of Wii changed gaming. Last year, in this theater, you found out that glasses-free 3D could change gaming. And now, there is Wii U. This week, you'll have the chance to hold Wii U's new controller in your hands and find out what happens when a second window opens to your game world. Our presentation this morning is just the beginning. And the experience continues right now, whether you're here in the Nokia Theater or watching online. If you're here on site, Hands-on begins with those key new Nintendo 3DS games as soon as you walk out the doors behind you and outside to the same tables where you checked in. It's a special chance to get a jump start on the show. When you're over at the convention center, there's also hands-on with 8 Wii U experiences, as well as a celebration of Zelda, the 25th anniversary celebration of Zelda. And for all of you who've been watching online, first of all, thanks for joining us. And secondly, consider this. This year, the Nintendo Network is back at E3, and it's even better. Our crews will be waiting in line so you won't have to. And here's what they'll bring you. Daily updates, exclusive content for game fans around the world, interviews with key developers, and an in-depth look at our revolutionary new controller for Wii U. On top of that, look for the newest game trailers and game guides for titles we announced today. It truly is material you won't see anywhere else. So please check back regularly at e3.nintendo.com. In short, at home or on-site here in LA, you've got incredible new game worlds to explore this week. On behalf
of all of us,
thanks for your
attention today,
and let the
exploration begin.
Enjoy the show.
Enjoy the show.
Wow, dude. Wow. Alright. Wow, okay.
The
The 2011 E3 presentation, but right now we got a special program exclusively for the Nintendo Network viewers. Nintendo's very own Christy Gang and JC Rodrigo are going to give us an up-close and personal look at the new controller in action. Oh my gosh, yes.
Hi, I'm Krista from Nintendo. Thanks for joining us today on the Nintendo Network. I'm here to check out the new controller and new console that was just announced at Nintendo's E3 presentation.
And here is the new controller.
Wow.
I mean, essentially, it's a combination of the touchscreen, you have the traditional inputs, and you have motion control. But you have to see this actually in an experience.
Yo.
So the objective is really simple, Krista. All you have to do is run, and we're going to chase you.
Alright.
It's like a tracking tag. You're going to be using the new controller screen. You have that personal set of information. We can't see what you're seeing. My job essentially is to be playing with the Wii remote and these guys. We're going to be using the screen to try and chase you down. You can use whatever information that you have on the new controller screen to evade us. You can also use the left circle pad to go ahead and move around. Yes, we're on the other side. I can still see you.
Wow, it's 5 players? It's 5 players, right?
Alright guys, let's communicate. Where'd you go?
Potentially, this is awesome for Mario Kart if you can have all of them.
Okay, I don't see her. Oh, she's in the middle of blue, right? Okay.
No, don't
I should keep running. I'm on it. I can't chase her down to set. Oh, you're
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
Okay, now here. Watch this. She can't see me. She has no idea where.
see you.
No, you can't.
I have it now.
You can't.
3, 2, 1.
That's rough, man. She was like this close in front of us like the entire time.
5 players, dude. No problem.
It's a great example of how you can have 2 different experiences in the same game. Erica, Krista, you 2 are going to be using the television, looking at the television, and using the Wii remote nunchuck. And you're going to be on the ground. Of course, you guys have guns, so you want to shoot Tom. Tom, on the other hand, is going to be using the new controller with the motion sensing and the screen on it to fly the ship around and to shoot the 2 of you.
Tom, it's on.
Tom, it's on. Destroy the ship. Samus.
And I think Tom's just been seen.
Good job, Erica. That was a good hit.
Oh, that was wrong. That was bait. You took the bait.
So close. So, JC, what are we going to do next?
In this demo, you can use the new controller screen as well as the TV screen, and use them at the same time. It's like having 2 different windows in the same game world that surrounds you. Using this, you can take a look into the world as the center ship. If you take a look to your right, you can see a ship to your right. If you take a look to your left, there's a...
Yo, imagine the gameplay on that.
You can also look up at the sky, see stars and a moon.
The gameplay potential is crazy.
Your objective is to simply hold up the new controller and catch the suction tip arrows with the new controller.
Like a shield?
Yes. Okay, keep going. Oh! Here we go.
1.
There you go.
Vast. As you can see, the new console and new controller lets people play in brand new ways, and its potential is just beginning to be explored. Throughout this week, we'll continue to cover E3 right here on the Nintendo Network. So stay tuned, thanks for watching, and we'll see you soon.
That pretty much concludes my video. Oh my gosh. It's just intense. Sorry, the audio was all the way up there. Still pretty cool. And I digress. Anyways,